Hello, welcome to Red Read. Today I have a probably shorter video for you talking about As I Lay Dying by William Faulkner. The reason it's a shorter video is because, we all know As I Lay Dying is a classic. It is one of the great works of 20th century literature, written in a stream of consciousness style, similar to James Joyce and Virginia Woolf. And yes, I have read Ulysses, and so, you're getting the sort of stream of consciousness from several sections, but most notably in Molly Bloom's soliloquy at the end. But also, I actually have not yet read Woolf, except for A Room of One's Own. I really want to read To the Lighthouse, but I have challenged myself this year to read Leaf by Leaf's Western Core series, and To the Lighthouse is at the end. I do own all of the books, but I won't be reading it I won't be getting to Woolf until the very end. So I still need to crush off, Homer and Cervantes and Proust. But in any case, Faulkner sort of joins those ranks in writing a stream of consciousness style. I think if I remember my Wikipedia searchings correctly, he also employed it first in The Sound and the Fury, but I think As I Lay Dying is the book that he is really well known for employing this technique. Partly because every single chapter is written from the perspective of a different character, and depending on the personalities, attitudes, vernacular, accent, and sometimes even intelligence level of the character depends on how he wrote it. So some characters that are a bit more, learned, so to speak, will have more kind of developed vocabulary versus some other characters. And the general plot, I'm sure most of us watching this already know, but the general plot is that, of course, the Bundren family is on a quest to bury their recently deceased mother, Addie Bundren, in her hometown, which is sort of several days' ride away. And on the journey, shit just goes down, like the family slowly start to deteriorate and degenerate. The father Arn sort of is kind of stubborn and manipulative at the same time. He's kind of constantly saying that he doesn't want to be beholden to people and beholden to favors. He's not accepting any help, but really it's just a ploy to get them to get people to give him stuff for free as charity. And there's a whole bunch of problems. So the daughter Dewey Dell, at some point, she is as she's sort of approaching the town, she's sort of desperately trying to find anywhere to get some abortion pills because she's she's pregnant, and she goes through this kind of terrible rabbit hole down the end, just desperately trying to get these things, and it just goes on and on and on. One character breaks his leg, and then they kind of refuse to get help because they just need to keep going. They need to go on the journey, and so they just put his leg in a concrete slab, and he's just in this agonizing pain. And the whole time, Addie Bundren's body is just rotting, and it's starting to smell really, really bad. And it's just creating this waft of disgust over the town, and everywhere that they go, it's got this incredible unraveling. And the other reason I wanted to make a video just to talk about it is that this is probably the book that I would recommend. Well, it's a book. It's one of the books that I'd recommend introducing to people who want to get into literature, but they're not readers yet. And the reason why is that the chapters in this book are so short, only there's sort of no chapters that are more than 7 pages long. The chapters of this book are so short that someone will be able to just sort of read it really quickly. The people who are not reading, people who are not readers, they're probably not committing hour chunks at a time. So fortunately, especially with a version like this Arcturus edition, this has got some pretty decently sized font. So and some chapters are only 1.5 pages long. And it's so great because you can just sort of read 1 or 2, put the book down, come back to it, and slowly, hopefully, you get hooked, and you'll get to the end, and you'll start to just be like, whoa! Every single character, you start to pick up the vernacular as well, so it starts to feel natural when you're reading everything. Yeah, I really just can't recommend a better book, in general, to read, even if you're already a reader, but just an option for us. If you're subscribed to a channel like this, you're probably already a reader, so I know it's not for you, but just as an alternative for kind of maybe getting into reading in the future, or getting people you know into reading in the future. As I Lay Dying by William Faulkner. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think my next video will be on V. I'm really close to finishing it, and I'm super excited to talk about more Thomas Pynchon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.